Mike Hammett for SWOSUathletics.com as we sit down this week talking with Clinton Horn as, come off a few games here anyway where it seems like you guys have been in the backfield quite a bit. It's been doing that pretty much all season as a defensive line, but you've been playing a big role up there as of late. So first of all, what's this defensive line, what's the chemistry like amongst you guys? Because it seems like you guys have been in sync all year no matter who's in the game up front.
Yeah, we've been playing together for about 3 years now, so we all have a common bond between each other. We got a lot of depth, and I think that plays a big role with it. And everybody's fresh throughout the game, so I think that's about it.
Seems like you guys have almost a different group starting each week up front too, and a lot of different guys. Like you said, that depth, that seems like it really helps, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, and there's a trust between everybody. I mean, it really doesn't matter who's in the game. There's a trust that they're going to get their job done. So
you have the guys behind you. I mean, you talk about Gentry Rogers, and you get Austin Loomis back, and then even Derek Robertson and Connor Bays back at safety. Does that help you guys as a line, that knowing you can be a little aggressive because you have some of those guys behind you?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of lets you play a little loosely, knowing that they're going to get their gaps as long as you take care of yours. That's kind of how our defense is set up. It's gap based, so as long as you take care of your job, it allows them to take care of the job behind you. So
we've seen the last couple of weeks now, Southern Nazarene, and last week Oklahoma Baptist, a lot of option, a lot of zone read type of stuff. How different is that for you guys as a defensive line as opposed to maybe some of the teams like East Central that threw it around a lot?
It's real responsibility based. I think as long as, like I said, as long as you're doing your job, it allows other people to do their job. Do your 111th. It's one of the main things that Coach talks about daily. So
you look at this week's assignment, again, another team where you're going to see a lot of that running with Harding, and it seems like they're just very sound in what they do. How different is maybe facing a flex bone and what they do out of that than what you've seen the last couple of weeks?
Like I said, it's more of that responsibility thing. Each man has their own assignment, and they have to be able to trust the man next to them. Somebody's got dive, somebody's got quarterback, somebody's got pitch, and as long as everybody's doing their job, we should do all right.
You look at a quarterback like Park Parrish, that's been as successful as he's been, and then Michael Leite, the fullback, as powerful as he can be, a bowling ball kind of in there a little bit. What makes these guys difficult to slow down?
Just that they're very consistent. They work really hard. They're not overly sized people. I mean, they run the ball hard and they do what they're coached. So we have to play hard and do what we're coached.
Clinton, thanks for the time. Best of luck here this week.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you having me.
Talking now with Collin Bricker, and Collin, of course, everything about the Hail Mary, and I'm sure you've heard a lot about it over the last few days, but first of all, let's go back through it again. What happened on the play? What did you see? Just kind of take us through it.
It's one of those plays that you don't think will happen, and then once I caught it, it was like, it really did happen. And so, it's just one of those plays where Mark threw it up, gave us a chance, and somehow they didn't bat it down, landed in my hands, and came down with it. It's something you can't really describe. It's an awesome feeling.
So that's something obviously had to be designed that way. Have Mark roll out to the right and then throw it down there and throw it into the group of you guys anyway.
Yeah, Mark, he needs to roll out to give us some time to get down to the end zone, and we have a middle guy and guys around for the tip, and so I was in the middle, and we all went up for it and came down with it. Yeah.
What's the feeling like to have the guys come from the bench come running over and just kind of pile on you there? I mean, it just seemed like it was an incredible night.
Yeah, it was. Once I came up with it, everybody started freaking out, and then the dog pile happened, and I could barely breathe under there. It was a lot of pounds on top of me, and so it was an awesome feeling.
Even before that, you helped set it up with that kickoff return too. The squib kick comes right to you anyway. What did you see on that play? Because boy, big return like that, and then of course the penalty, it doesn't happen without that.
Yeah, and coaches are saying it's going to be a squib on the ground, so get what you can, get down, give us some time, and saw a gap and got a pretty good chunk of yards, and so I thought that helped us get some good field position, and then that penalty, put us up another 15, and so that really set us up, gave us a chance, and once that happened, I think we all started having that little bit of belief that we could get this done.
You guys as a tight end group too, I mean, you've worked with Matt Ferris this year, we've seen Alex Ramirez in there the last few weeks as well when you were out for some time, but how easy is it working with these guys, and how well do you guys get along?
Oh, it's awesome working with Matt and Alex, and Dylan Power is out for the year, and so we had a good chemistry last year, but those guys have stepped up, and kind of like Clinton was saying about the defense, just do your job, and that's what they stepped up. We needed them, and it's awesome working with them in practice. We have good chemistry, and it's fun going out there with battle them every single day.
Harding this week. It's not often you see a team through 8 games that only gives up 10 points a game defensively. What is it about this group? What makes them so tough?
Oh, they're physically athletic, and then they fly around, and they're just a really sound defense. They don't make mistakes. They got some studs up front, and so they stop the run really well. So we need to impose our will with the run early, and then just make those big plays that we've been making all year.
And then to play the number 5 team in the country, an 8-0 team on the road, is that exciting for you guys to be in this spot to maybe play spoiler on some things?
Oh, absolutely. We want that chance to take them down at their place. We beat them at home last year, and they probably think that's a fluke, and so we want to go in there and they have a perfect season going, and we want to take that away from them.
Collin, thanks for the time. Congratulations. Best of luck this week.
Thank you so much.